Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first session of harness racing here at the 2025 Fulton County Fair. If you'll turn in your programs at this time, I will give you the changes and corrections we have and also your wagering possibilities. If you'll turn to race 1 in your program, race 1, there will be win, place, show, exacta, and trifecta wagering, and daily double wagering on races 1 and 2. Race 1, number 1, Pete Said, change the driver to Hank Levan. Hank Levan will drive number 1, Pete Said. Number 6, JB Magic, change the driver to Mark Hedworth. Mark Hedworth will drive number 6, JB Magic. Turn to race 2. Race 2 will be the second half of that daily double along with race 1. Race 2, there will be win, place, show, exacta, and trifecta wagering. Race 2, number 4, Little Flicka, will be wearing trotting hobbles today. Trotting hobbles on number 4, Little Flicka today. Turn to race 3. Race 3, there'll be win and exacta wagering only. Win and exacta wagering only, and there'll be daily double wagering on 3 and 4. Daily double on 3 and 4. Race 3, number 3, Rose Run Amy, change the driver to Mark Hedworth. Mark Hedworth will drive number 3, Rose Run Amy. And you may scratch the number 4 horse, play on player, lame. Scratch the number 4 horse, play on player, lame. Turn to race 4. Race 4, there'll be win, place, show, exacta, and trifecta wagering. Turn to race 5. Race 5, there'll be win, place, show, exacta, trifecta, and a superfecta. There'll be a superfecta on race 5. Race 5, number 1, Perpetrator, change the driver to Cameron Keena. Cameron Keena will drive number 1, Perpetrator in race 5. Turn to race 6. Race 6, there'll be win, place, exacta, and trifecta wagering. Turn to race 7. Race 7, there'll be win and exacta wagering and a daily double on races 7 and 8. A daily double on 7 and 8. Turn to race 8. Race 8, there'll be win, place, show, exacta, trifecta, and another superfecta. Another superfecta in race 8. And those are the only changes and corrections that we have at this time. Race 2 in your program, that line to be announced on number 1, What a Bell. What a Bell raced on August 27th at Findlay, had post position 2, was 4th at the quarter, 5 1/4 lengths behind, was 3rd at the half with broken equipment, 5 1/4 lengths behind, was 3rd at the 3/4, 6 lengths behind, was 3rd at the top of the stretch, 8 1/2 lengths behind, finished 3rd, 13 1/4 lengths behind. Her actual time was 2:08. Her last quarter in 30 2/5. There was no betting at Findlay. Driver trainer John Kineski III. Then in race 8, the number 2 horse, I Want My Money. That line to be announced on I Want My Money. He also raced on August 27th at Findlay. Had post position 6. Made a break right after the start. Was 7th at the quarter, 16 1/2 lengths behind. Was 7th at the half, 4 1/2 lengths behind. Was 6th on the outside, 3 lengths behind at the 3/4. Was 6th at the top of the stretch, 6 1/2 lengths behind. Finished 6th, 11 1/4 lengths behind. His actual time, 2:02. Last quarter in 31 2/5. Again, no betting. Driver Kyle Ladd, trainer Jacob Baird. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand as Matt Richardson sings our national anthem? program. Number 1, Rose Run Extreme. Make the driver Mike Durantz. Mike Durantz will drive number 1, Rose Run Extreme. Number 2, Son of a Sea Cook. Change the driver to Hank Levan. Hank Levan will drive number 2, Son of a Sea Cook. And you may scratch the number 3 horse, Long Live the King, Transportation. Scratch the number 3 horse, Long Live the King, Transportation. Five out, that leaves 1 to come. More horse there for race 1.
Well, good morning and an early afternoon welcome from Wauseon, the Fulton County Fair. Doug Ballinger and Matt Clark bringing you the action today. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. 3-year-old filly pacers go postward today, along with 3-year-old colt trotters, 2-year-old filly trotters, 2-year-old colt trotters. The Fulton County Horsemen Memorial Signature Series pace for $4,000 and a conditioned trot. We've got 8 races to bring you today, getting set for a post parade for today's first race. Gorgeous morning here, Matt. As always on this Labor Day weekend at Wauseon, a very good crowd. This is just some fair. Yes. The only thing, as we mentioned earlier, the Ohio State football game, a lot of Buckeyes in this area with a lot of Wolverines in this area, so close to the Michigan line. Could hurt the crowd somewhat, but right now we do have a nice crowd. Let's get set. We're getting set for the post parade for the first. Let's send it up to Bill Peters.
This is the first division of the 3-year-old colt pace, going for a purse of $6,958 and a blanket courtesy of Country Dog Salon of Archbold. Number 1 is Pete Said, all by Rick Astle of Oakwood, trained by Chad Williamson, the driver, Hank Levan. Number 2 is Legendary Photo, all by Stephen Reese of Republic, Ohio, and J&R Racing of Rising Sun, Ohio, trained by Jamie Weller, the driver, Rod Adams Jr. Number 3 is Suddenly Special, all by Wolf Racing Stable, LLC of East Liberty, Ohio, trained and driven by Kevin Wolf. Number 4 is Spartan Hill, all by Jerry Meigel of Westland, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver, Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 5 is Woodrow Blue Chip, all by Miller Racing Stable and Red Racer, Roger Miller of Archbold, Jeff Banky of Fremont, Indiana, Bill Rivenaugh of Archbold, trained by Ryan Miller, the driver, Drew Neal. At number 6 is JB Magic, all by Bob Geist of Salina, trained by Ty Bates, the driver, Mark Hedworth. Horses will take 1 long score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing in 4 minutes. There's
Well, our first race, 3-year-old colt pace for $6,958, first division. Field is 6, the 1, Pete Said, picks up Hank Levan to drive today. 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son of Wells Said has 9 starts, yet to find a winner's circle this year. 4 seconds, 2/3. 2 wins last year, took a mark at Tiffin as a 2-year-old. 202 3/5, $16,000 in the bank for the 1, Pete Said. Rod Adams Jr., the 2, Legendary Photo. Jane Weller trains, a $13,000 purchase 2 years ago. 3-year-old Bagel, son, a bit of a legend. Yet to find the winner's circle in 2 seasons of racing. Has a 2nd and 2/3 this year. Right at $11,000 in the bank lifetime. Kevin Wolf, the 3, Suddenly Special. Wolf trains and drives and owns this 3-year-old bay gelding by Western Vintage out of the Jate Lobel mare, Love Power. Last year had 4 wins, yet to find that winner circle this year. Lifetime $29,000, took a mark as a 2-year-old at Richwood of 158-2 just a year ago. Mark St. Louis Jr. will drive the 4, Spartan Hill. This is the 3-year-old bay gelded son of Racing Hill out of the Sunshine Beach mare, Sweet Sun. 3 wins this year, had 8 wins last year, $40,000 lifetime. A winner at 155-3 as a 2-year-old at Northfield Park, the 4, Spartan Hill. 5 is Woodrow Blue Chip, currently at 9-5, our second choice. Fans' favorite right now, the 2 Legendary Photo at 6-5. Woodrow Blue Chip, a $57,000 Lexington Select purchase. The 3-year-old bay gelded son of Lather Up. Ryan Miller trains for Miller Racing, Red Racer, Roger Miller and Jeff Banky and W. Rufferman. 4 wins this year, 8 career wins, $52,000 this year, $74,000 lifetime. Earlier in this season, 152-3 at Sauter Downs. The 5, Woodrow Blue Chip. 6 is JB Magic. Mark Hedworth will pick up the drive for trainer Ty Bates, owned by Robert Geist of Salina. The 3-year-old gray gelding by Fear the Dragon out of the artificial mare. Type A Gray, 4 wins and 14 starts with a second and a third. $15,318 this year. A winner of $54,000 last year, $70,000 lifetime. This year was a winner at Lima, the Allen County Fair, just a few weeks ago of 157-1. But as a 2-year-old, paced at Sauter Downs and took a record of 152-4. That's the 6, GB Magic, and the driver's change to Mark Hedworth. We look across the way. Mike Weppenberg's starting gate is getting ready to move into position as they await 6 3-year-old Colt Pacers to complete their score. They will be making their way to the gate. Starter today is John Ingram. Mike has 3 gates on the road today. Mike himself is at Canfield. Kevin Beckstead is at an Indiana fair. I believe it is at Converse. So the gates rolling. Field of 6. Pete said, Legendary Photo. Suddenly Spatial, Spartan Hill, Woodrow Blue Chip, and JB Magic will be the trader. We score 5 wide here at the Fulton County Fair. The gate is at the top of the stretch. Let's send it upstairs to Bill Peters to give us the call of the first.
Here they come. The year off and pacing the first horse away is Suddenly Spatial, but now taking over along the rail is Pete Said. That's Pete Said with the lead, dropping in their second, Suddenly Spatial. Up on the outside third is Woodrow Blue Chip. Between horses fourth is Spartan Hill. At the rail fifth is Legendary Photo, and the last horse is JB Magic. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that quarter-mile mark, that's Pete Said, driven by Hank Levan with the lead. Racing second is Suddenly Spatial, driven by Kevin Wolf. On the outside third is Spartan Hill, driven by Mark St. Louis. Now flying up to 3 wide down the backside comes Drew Neal with Woodrow Blue Chip. He's now second and going after the leader. Racing in there fifth is Legendary Photo, driven by Rod Adams. The last horse, JB Magic, driven by Mark Hedworth. First quarter paced in 28 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, now Woodrow Blue Chip takes over. In their second is Spartan Hill. Pete Said along the rail third, JB Magic on the outside fourth. Fifth is Suddenly Spatial, and the last horse, Legendary Photo. First half paced in 57 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark, they've got to catch Woodrow Blue Chip. 3.5 lengths back, second is Spartan Hill. Pete Said third along the rail, JB Magic is fourth. Fifth is Suddenly Spatial, the last horse, Legendary Photo. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark, that's Woodrow Blue Chip by about 5 lengths over Spartan Hill. Pete Said still third, JB Magic on the outside fourth, Legendary Photo swimming through at the rail fifth, and Suddenly Spatial trails. 3 quarters in 126 2/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Woodrow Blue Chip by about 7 lengths over Spartan Hill. Pete Said is third. Legendary Photo now moves up on the outside fourth. JV Magic 5th, and Suddenly Special 6th as they race for home. That's Woodrow Blue Chip and Spartan Hill. It's going to be Woodrow Blue Chip, and here they all come. Spartan Hill gets up for place, and up for show is Legendary Photo. A mile and 157.
157 for Woodrow Blue Chip. $57,000 Lexington Select purchase 2 years ago. The 3-year-old bay got a son of Lather Up. It's his 5th win of the season in 15 tries. Earnings now about $55,000 on the year for Woodrow Blue Chip. Fractions of 28 and 4, 57 for the half. 3/4 126 and 2. The mile 157. A little slow coming home there that back half in a minute, and a lot of them were struggling, Matt, coming across that wire.
A lot of early action there. Woodrow Blue Chip wanted the front, or Drew wanted the front. Just
Yes.
took a little while to get there. But
Yes. He got it past the quarter. Unofficially, Woodrow Blue Chip is the winner. Second, the 4 Spartan Hill, and third, the 2 Legendary Photo. That is all unofficial. Woodrow Blue Chip did go off as a post-time favorite at 6-5. This race sponsored by Country Dog Saloon of Archbold. Drew Neal, who is our leading drivers of the 2025 fair season, tacks another win on.
glad to see Spartan Hill hold on for second there. Owner Jerry Migel is in attendance. This is his first fair in quite some time. He had a pretty significant health scare there.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so this is
Okay.
his first fair in a long time. It looked and sounded great when I talked to him earlier.
Is he in the winner's circle?
No, he finished second. He's down there in the
Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
down there in
Yeah.
the Lions hat.
Yeah, okay.
Owned and bred a lot of really
Yes.
nice horses up in this area.
I know the name.
There is a judge's inquiry in this race. Please hold all mutual tickets until the results are given as official.
They didn't announce who the inquiry is on, but they said there is a judge's inquiry. I think I could maybe know what it is. I don't want to comment. Could be a pylon violation. But Judge Paul Combs is one to look at the replay of the race. Okay, here, you went through here? You went through here, you just gonna wait there, okay. Judges are down here as we speak to look at replay. Judges did look at the film, have no idea what they were looking at. But if it is going to affect our winner or not, we have not introduced him yet. He is down in the turn.
Looked like maybe some of them got little close quarters there and going into that first turn. Didn't know if anyone actually got bumped or anything, or what they saw.
We'll just wait here till the judges get back upstairs and discuss it. Apparently, it must affect the winner somehow, or they would introduce him, I would think.
Yeah.
He's circling down there in the turn, Drew Neal, with Woodrow Blue Chip.
Amazes me how aggressive these things can be out on the racetrack sometimes. I was back in the barns and petting Woodrow Blue Chip, Woody on the head. Hey, he would have stood there all day and let me pet him.
Yeah,
He's just a big baby.
We're back at it here Tuesday evening. They're telling me they haven't made the draw yet, but they're predicting 12 to 13 races for Tuesday here. It'll be a 6 o'clock post. Woodrow Blue Chip has been called back to the winner's circle, so it did not affect him, apparently.
Pretty good payouts for the favorite winner.
440, yeah, that was you could double your money there. Trifecta 5-4 all, 15-20, 5-4 exacta, $31. Mark St. Louis Jr. with Spartan Hill. That's a nice exacta there.
One of the winners come in from Greenville, Arcanum, Archbold, and Fremont, Indiana. Comes number 5, Woodrow Blue Chip. Owned by Miller Racing Stable, Red Racer, Roger Miller, Jeff Banke, and Bill Rivenaugh. Trained by Ryan Miller and driven to victory here this morning by Drew Neal. Now the blanket for this race is courtesy of Country Dog Salon of Archbold. Let's have a big hand here for Drew Neal, Chris Hope, Tim O'Leary, Bill Rivenaugh, Roger Miller, Jeff Banke, and a host of others here with Woodrow Blue Chip, the winner of race 1 at the Country Dog Salon of Archbold, the donors of the blanket. Here are the official placings for race 1 from the top. Number 1, Pete Said was 4th. Number 2, Legendary Photo was 3rd. Number 3, Suddenly Special was 6th. Number 4, Spartan Hill was 2nd. Number 5, Woodrow Blue Chip was the winner. Number 6, JB Magic was 5th. Time of the first quarter was 28 4/5. The half was in 57 seconds. The 3/4 in 1:26 2/5, with a mile in 1:57. From the top it should read 4:36.215, a mile in 1:57.
Well, up next is the second race, 2-year-old filly trot. One division for $13,380. Field of 5 2-year-old filly trotters to go postward. We'll be back right after these important messages. Take a look at these 5 filly trotters.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and Pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
We are back here at the Fulton County Fair in Wauseon, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action on this Labor Day weekend. Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark. Matt, it's on to the second 2-year-old filly trotters. Ohio Fair Racing Championship. The points are getting very important now. The finals for $50,000 will be held on October 5th at Northfield Park. For a win, you get 51 points. For a second, 26. Third, 13. Fourth, 9. Fifth, 6th. And for starting, you get a point. Those championships, once again, are at Northfield Park on October 5th. Big races tonight at Scioto Downs. I believe some of the Ohio Sire Stake championships for $100,000 go tonight. That's for the age pacers and age trotters, I believe. We're also racing this afternoon, or I should say they started at 11 at Canfield. And Charlie May is in that Canfield Pacing Derby on Monday, drew the rail. But on to our second, a 2-year-old filly trot. One division for $13,380. Number 1, Wada Bell, John Koneski III, trains, drives, and owns. This is a 2-year-old bay filly by Watt the Hill out of the Victory Sam mare. Bell's Victory Thing, $4,000 Ohio Select purchase, has made $2,200 this year. 4 starts, has hit the board 3 times. That's 3 third-place finishes. The 1, Wada Bell, John Koneski III, drives. Hank Levan, the 2, Pleasing L. Hank also trains. Owns a partnership with Megan Levan, Levan Stables, and Max Perry and R. Freeze. This is a 2-year-old bay filly by In Range, a $7,500 Buckeye Classic purchase last fall out of the Zek mare. Pleasing Form. 11 starts, 3 wins, a second, 2/3, $13,000 this year. A winner at Marysville, 203 and 4/5 for the 2, Pleasing L. And Hank Levan, who is our second leading driver at the fairs this year behind Drew Neal. In 3, Go Get the Money, Drew Neal, looking for his second winner of the day. Drives for Rosie Weaver, the 2-year-old brown filly by Ready for Money out of the Andover Hall mare. Habitat of Creature, Rosie Weaver owns of Beach City, Ohio. 10 starts this year for Go Get the Money. Yet to find that winner's circle. 4 seconds and 1/3, $11,000. Last time out, a second-place finish at Mount Gilead, beaten 2 lengths. Trotting the mile, 2:06 and 1. 4, Little Flicka, Gregory Diamond, trains, drives, and owns. This a $9,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. She is a 2-year-old bay filly by Long Tom out of the band's Gold Chip mare, Brown Sugar. Has a win in 9 starts with 2 seconds and a third, $5,759. That win at Bowling Green, 2:06 and 4/5 for the 4, Little Flicka and Gregory Diamond. And rounding out the field is the 5, Grapevine Disaster. Michael Lee trains. Mark Hedworth will drive. Lee is in partnership with Duke Sugg and Stephen Mash, all of Ohio. This is a 2-year-old bay filly by Long Tom out of the Explosive Matter mare. Swirly Hanover, 8 starts, has 3/3, $4,339. A qualifying time at Northfield of 2:03 and 3. 2 back at Scioto Downs in Buckeye Stallion Series action. Finished 4th, trotting the mile, 1:58 and 3. That's the 5, Grapevine Disaster. Let's send it up to Bill Peters for the post parade.
2-year-old filly trot, going for a purse of $13,380 and a blanket given in memory of Kennard Sonny Greaser. 1 is What a Bell, owned, trained, and driven by John Kineski III of Pemberville. Number 2 is Pleasing Al, owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Max Perry of Ohio, and Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 3 is Go Get the Money, owned and trained by Rosie Weaver of Beach City, the driver Drew Neal. Number 4 is Little Flicka, owned, trained, and driven by Greg Diamond of Bell, Florida. At number 5 is Grapevine Disaster, owned by Mike Lee of Rudolph and Duke Sugg and Steve Moss of Deschler, trained by Mike Lee, the driver Mark Hedworth. Horses will take one long score and go to the gate. Mutual.
Those 2 horses got to be driving Hank a little crazy, Doug. Those bottom 2 lines look pretty good. Wins on the front end, and then 4 consecutive starts.
Made several breaks.
Right at the start.
Second start, 3 wins this year.
Yeah, second start trot and hobble. So
back-to-back wins at Eaton and Marysville. 3 and 4, winner by 4 3/4 at Marysville for Pleasing L. Currently standing at 2-1, 7-5 the 5. Grapevine Disaster, and 9-5 on the 3. Go Get the Money from the Rosie Weaver barn. Horses completing their score. They'll be going to the gate shortly. Are we on the Facebook page today or on YouTube?
Both.
Okay.
It's actually a different Facebook page. It's Ohio Harness Racing Fans, but I put the link to that on our main Facebook page.
Bob and Jody Rollin are watching from Jackson, Michigan.
I think I saw Bob.
David Meyer is watching today. Megan Levan didn't make the trip. She's watching.
Bob and Jody, I think I saw them at Van Wert. Bob had a couple trotters going earlier this spring. I think he might have quit with them.
Mike Wepkenberg starting gate, as you can see across the way. A gorgeous sight, that cornfield behind the field of horses in the starting gate. We're real close to the Ohio Turnpike here. Off to our right, the Ohio Turnpike. You can see the semis. We're just a few hundred yards away from the Ohio Turnpike. Second race, 2-year-old filly trotters making their way to the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. John Ingram has called them in. What a Bell, Pleasing L, Go Get the Money, Little Flicka, and Grapevine Disaster as we get set for the second race of the day here at the Fulton County Fair.
There they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away on the extreme high side is Grapevine Disaster. We're taking over along the rail. Let's Go Get the Money. What a Bell moves up third along with Little Flicka fourth. And the last horse is Pleasing Al. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Mark Hedworth has Grapevine Disaster on top by 2 lengths. Trotting second is Go Get the Money, driven by Drew Neal. Third is What a Bell, driven by John Kineski. Fourth, Little Flicka, driven by Greg Diamond. The last horse is Pleasing Al, driven by Hank Levan. Going toward that quarter-mile mark, there's no change. That's Grapevine Disaster now by a length and a half over Go Get the Money. Then comes What a Bell, Little Flicka, and Pleasing Al in that order. First quarter trotted in 31 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, Grapevine Disaster shows on top by 2 lengths. Go Get the Money racing in there second. What a Bell third. Little Flick fourth. And farther back fifth is Pleasing Out. Front 4 pretty well bunched as they come to the half-mile mark. That's Mark Hedworth and Grapevine Disaster bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Drew Neal with Go Get the Money. Then comes What a Bell, Little Flicka, and Pleasing Out. First half trotted in 103 and 3/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Grapevine Disaster. The closest horse second is Go Get the Money. What a Bell is now a closer third. Fourth is Little Flicka. Farther back fifth is Pleasing Out. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. Grapevine Disaster still on top by a length and a half. In their second is Go Get the Money. What a Bell is in their third. Little Flicka fourth and Pleasing Out trails. 3/4 in 135 and 3/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, that's still Grapevine Disaster with the lead, but here comes Go Get the Money up on the outside to pour on the pressure. Grapevine Disaster at the rail. Go Get the Money on the outside as they turn for home. Grapevine Disaster and Go Get the Money. Grapevine Disaster at the rail. Go Get the Money on the outside. Grapevine Disaster and Go Get the Money. Tight at the wire. It looks like Grapevine Disaster got it. Go Get the Money up for place. Tight for show there between Little Flicka and What a Bell. A mile and 2:05 and 4/5.
205 and 4, either the 5 Grapevine Disaster or the 3 Go Get the Money. Very tight on the line, but it looks as though that Grapevine Disaster got there and just held off Go Get the Money, but they will look at a photo. 9-5 on the 5 Grapevine Disaster, 8-5 the 3 Go Get the Money. 31 and 2, 103 and 3, 135 and 3. Final quarter and 30 and a fifth. I think I can smell those donuts.
Oh, for
They're
sure.
pretty much right below us.
Yep.
They had a line when I got here at 10 o'clock for the donuts. Whoever the winner is, we got a pretty good crowd going to the winner's circle.
Looked to me like Mark Hedworth held on there, but
Yeah, that's what it looked.
Drew was closing.
Yes, it will fool you, but it did look like the 5.
It's got to make Mike Lee, trainer of the 5, a little happy or feel a little better about spending $17 on breakfast today. There wasn't a whole lot open, so I was at the stand there with him. He got a sandwich and a soft pretzel, $17.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Might be a little tighter than we think. We're kind of back from the line just a little bit. It's just the way your eye will catch it. I'm surprised they haven't called it. They might be looking at a finished print. I thought maybe it was a 5 Grapevine Disaster by a good, very strong head.
Yep. I think Mark pretty confident.
Let's go. Coming in from Rudolph and Daisler comes number 5, Grapevine Disaster. Owned by Mike Lee, Duke Sugg, and Stephen Moss. Trained by Mike Lee and driven to victory this morning by Mark Hedworth. The blanket for this race is given in memory of Kennard Sonny Greaser. Sonny was a longtime horseman here in the Fulton and Defiance County areas. And passed away a few years ago. His father trained here at the Fulton County Fairgrounds for many years. The great horse was J.M. Volo. This blanket is given in memory of Kennard Sonny Greaser. Lots of a big hand here for Mike Lee, Stephen Moss, Duke Sugg, Mark Hedworth, and Grapevine Disaster, and the family of Kennard Sonny Greaser for giving this blanket in his memory. And the official placings for race 2 from the top. Number 1, What a Bell was 4th. Number 2, Pleasing Out was 5th. Number 3, Go Get the Money was 2nd. Number 4, Lilla Flicka was third. Number 5, Grapevine Disaster was the winner. Time of the first quarter was 31 2/5. The half was in 103 3/5. The 3 quarters in 135 3/5. With a mile in 205 4/5. From the top, it should read 4, 5, 2, 3, 1 on the bottom. A mile in 205 4/5.
Not sure what to make a pleasing L there, Doug. You flipped over the pace there a couple times, looked like.
Yes.
Yeah, not sure what.
I thought she did too, yeah. And I think she was placed, if you look in the program, a couple starts back at Greenville, she finished 5th place, 6th for flipping over to the pace. I know Hank eased her out of there, and I was thinking to myself throughout the mile, I think she was still flat at the half.
Yeah.
And then she started to make a break down the backside. I'm sure he's scratching his head over her. With those
I thought once
3
he got her
wins
off
early
the
in
gate,
the year, thought he had a real nice one. Still might. She might be hurting. You just don't know what's causing that.
Yeah.
So third race, Matt is up next. We're scratched down to a field of 3. This 3-year-old filly Pace, $6,610 going postward. Really, are you kidding me? Rockin' Remy and Rose Run Amy, the 4 play-on player, is scratched sick. We'll be back to take a look at these 3-year-old filly pacers right after this.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
We are back here at the Fulton County Fair in Wauseon on this Labor Day weekend. I'd like to thank these fine sponsors for everything they do for us this year. Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Dally Farm, Hickory Lane Farm, Stable.ca, Midland Acres, DAC Vitamins, Ohio Breeders, Ohio Farm Bureau, Cool Winds Farm, Willem's Stable, and the Stable.ca for everything they do for the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association and make it possible to bring these broadcasts to you. We got 2 down. Woodrow Blue Chip takes the first half of the daily double. And the 5, Grapevine Disaster, the back half. Early double, a pair of 5s. On to the third. 3-year-old filly Pacers, as we talked about earlier in the show. The Ohio Fair Championship at Northfield Park on October 5th. One of our top point getters in this 3-year-old filly pace. Right now standing at 5th, probably has a secure spot in the finals. The one really, are you kidding me? Dan Veneer drives. 3-year-old brown filly by Racing Hill. This is a homebred. She has 13 starts, has 6 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 25,000 this year, 53,723 lifetime. 159-3. Her last start out at Mount Gilead is her best of the year, but her record was taken as a 2-year-old at Delaware of 157-2. Number 2, Rockin' Remy. Derek Flowers owns Trains and Drives. This is a 3-year-old bay filly by the Ponderosa out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare Rockin' Smile. Yet that find the winner's circle this year in 10 starts, has won second. Just shy of $4,000. Last year was a winner of $29,287. Had 6 wins in 17 tries with 5/3 and took her mark last year as a 2-year-old at Dayton of 155-2. Number 3 is Rose Run Amy. Mark Hedworth drives. This is a 3-year-old bay filly. An $11,000 Buckeye Classic purchase, and what a deal that was. She has 127,000 lifetime, 104,600 this year. 4 wins, 2 seconds, 2/3 in 9 tries, 149-4 at Souda Downs, 4 back on July 5th. A winner of the Ohio Sire Stakes division for 65,000, 3-year-old filly Pacers, 149-4 at Souda Downs. Rose Run Amy.
I was a little surprised when I saw
player is scratched.
Sorry, I was a little surprised when I saw her name in the program.
Yes.
Here, Rose Run Amy. I hadn't seen her at the fairs at all. I mean, she is a monster.
Yes, she apparently must have raced at a few fairs because she is standing 41st. She would have a lot of ground to make up to make that championship. I'm sure she's going to. She definitely probably won't make the fair championship, but she's probably going to have enough points for the Buckeye Stallion or the Ohio Sire State final.
Yeah.
But they probably want to get a start into her.
That's
right
what
now.
I'm thinking. Yeah, it must be just kind of in between.
Yes, in between something.
This is a nice track to
Yes.
get one, keep one tight, and get a good mile in them.
She currently is our post-time favorite, 1-9.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that's a bargain. $11,000 purchase has made $127,000. That's about 10 times your money.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Pretty good return, ROE. But you never know when you get a short field like this. You get that short field, and whoever's got that quick brush coming home, if they go slow fractions, you would think she's going to be the winner, but I wouldn't count out Dan Veneer, and really, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's not going to give Mark Hedworth an easy lead, I don't think. Going to at least try and sting that 3-horse a little. Maybe get a trip behind.
She does show a lot of gate speed. She's got some tactical speed. The way it looks, that mile and 49-4, she did all the work. 2 fractions of 26-4, 55 and 1, 22-1. Home in 49-4, pacing her final quarter in 27-3. A couple starts back before that. She paced the last quarter in 26-4. We're back at it, Matt, on 12 noon start on Labor Day from Van Wert. 16 big ones. That was a surprise to us.
I think they'll do pretty good at the windows there. That's
that's a big day.
Kind of a betting fair anyway. And now with 16 big fields too, a lot of 5, 6, 7 horse fields.
Several overnights. I'm sure they would carded so many overnight races, thinking that the stakes wouldn't fill. They switched to stakes. Some of them to Monday. Last year they didn't have any stake races. As everybody knows, in the years past, it's been thoroughbred races, but that's probably been 5 years now. They just can't get the thoroughbreds anymore to come into the fair level.
Going for a purse of $6,610 and a blanket courtesy of Ron's Metal Sales. One is, really? Are you kidding me? Owned, trained and driven by Dan Veneer of Pemberville. Number 2 is Rockin' Remy. Owned, trained and driven by Derek Flowers of Tiffin. Number 3 is Rose Run Amy, owned by Dr. Jill Dennell of Delta, Bill Rivenaugh, Gene Roth of Archbold, and Jeff Banke of Fremont, Indiana, trained by Jim Ersham, the driver, Mark Hedworth. At number 4, Play On Player has been drawn. Horses will take one score and go to the gate. Mute your windows closing in 4 minutes.
Do you happen to have the track records?
Yes, I do.
I don't know that we'll see one here with
Yeah.
Rose Run Amy. I'm sure she's capable of it, but I don't know that she needs to.
See what we have for 3-year-old fillies. Most likely, yeah, she's capable, as you say, but most likely we will not see a track record in this small field. Be home on time, Jim Molinex and Russell Swartz. Well, it's just 2 minutes. 3-year-old filly Pacers. No, that's 3-year-old filly Trotter. 3-year-old filly Pacers. They got them all mixed up here. It's a tie, 56-3. So I'm about positive we will not see that today. Rompaway, or Go Lila Jane, and Hot Shot Hula Balula. Be very surprised if we see a mile like that today.
Yeah, I'm thinking kind of get to the front, maybe just brush her home a little bit, keep her tight. Like I say, probably this is just a stop in between some stakes races more than likely.
They're also racing today at Canfield. As we said, Monday at Van Wert. Matt and I, along with Susan Schroeder, will be there. Marietta is racing Sunday at 1 o'clock post. The Ohio Harness Horsemen Association team will be there. 7 races at Marietta, 1 o'clock Sunday. They're back at it on Labor Day with a 1 o'clock start at Marietta. That takes us to Kenton next week. Will you be at Kenton, Matt?
I am not working Kenton, but I might run down there and just watch a couple races.
Wednesday the 3rd and Thursday the 4th, a 6 o'clock post at Kenton each evening. That takes us into the weekend of McConnellsville, the Morgan County Fair, Friday and Saturday the 5th and 6th. 1 o'clock post each day at McConnellsville.
Have you ever been over to Burton? I think we were
I've
there
never been to
yesterday.
Burton.
I was talking to Hank a little bit earlier, and he said he was there last night, and it was about 45 minutes getting out of that parking lot there. He said it was like leaving an Ohio State football game or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Just a huge crowd there.
John Ingram has called him in, the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate here today. Field of 3, really. Are you kidding me? Rockin' Remy and Rose Run Amy, who has 127,000 on her card, 104,000 of it this year, is set off at our 1-5 post-time favorite. Gates at the top of the stretch. Let's go upstairs to Bill Peters.
Here they come. They're off and pacing the first horse away at the rail. It's really, are you kidding me? On the outside, second is Rose Run Amy, and the last horse is Rockin' Remy. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Dan Vinier has really, are you kidding me, on top by a half a length. On the outside, second is Rose Run Amy, driven by Mark Edworth. And at the rail, third is Rockin' Remy, driven by Derek Flowers. Heading down the backside over toward that quarter-mile mark, now Rose Run Amy takes over, and dropping back second is, really, are you kidding me, with Rockin' Remy still third. First quarter paced in 28 seconds. That's Rose Run Amy now by 3.5 lengths. Racing second, really? Are you kidding me? And Rockin' Remy still races third. No change as they race down toward the half-mile mark. That's Mark Edworth and Rose Run Amy bringing the horses down toward the half. Still racing second is, really? Are you kidding me? With Rockin' Remy third. Past the half-mile mark. That's Rose Run Amy by 2.5 lengths. Racing second, really? Are you kidding me? With Rockin' Remy third. First half paced in 56 4/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Rose Run Amy, and closing in a wee bit second is, really? Are you kidding me? And Rockin' Remy is right there third. Still no change, heading toward that 3/4 mile mark. Now Rose Run Amy opens up about 3.5 lengths on. Really? Are you kidding me? And Rockin' Remy still paces right there third. 3/4 in 127 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Rose Run Amy still with the lead. Really? Are you kidding me? Still second and still third is Rockin' Remy. As they race toward home, that's Rose Run Amy, and really? Are you kidding me? Followed by Rockin' Remy. But past the stands, it's going to be Rose Run Amy, and here they all come. Up for second is, really? Are you kidding me?
Here, if it's 156 and 3 or faster, it will be a
mile
record.
in 156 and 3/5.
Oh, tied it.
Tied it. 3-way tie now. Tied the track record. Rose Run Amy, 28, 56 and 4, 127. Home in 156 and 3. We have a 3-way tie now for the track record.
Boy, and Mark never turned her loose either. If anything, he was trying to gear her down from the minute she got to the front.
Rose Run Amy will put her name in the books with Go-Go Lila Jane, David Lake, Ken Hess in 2024, 56 and 3. She will also join Hot Shot Hula Balula, Jim Bulanex, and Russell Swartz in 2007 of 156 and 3. So we have a 3-way tie for the 3-year-old filly pace here at the Fulton County Fair. Yes, she could have pretty much demolished that record, I think, if he wanted to.
Yeah. Yep, never even turned her loose, it didn't look like.
Boy, the crowd here today is unreal.
Yep. Yep, they just keep coming in.
I mean, I've been to a lot of county fairs this year, probably 25 or 28 so far. Greenville probably's got this beat on their night of Regal Night, but boy, this is a great crowd.
Yeah.
And it always is. It's just some place to be on a Saturday before Labor Day.
Yep. Yeah, it couldn't be any better right now, weather-wise.
Weather-wise.
I think they're going to have a real big day here at the fair.
The tradition, they built it, from years ago, and this would be about my 4th or 5th year here. I enjoyed my drive up here today, and really knew it would be a good day of racing. They just keep building on their tradition, just make it better and better.
Yep. I know kids in Ohio have gone back to school, but Wauseon always gives the kids the week off for the fair. It's still a real agricultural town and county. So that's always nice that kids don't have to worry about that. They can come show their animals.
What would be the population of Wauseon? 15 maybe?
And now moving down the track into the winner's
15.
circle. One of the winners go. Coming in from Delta, Archbold, and Fremont, Indiana, comes number 3, Rose Run Amy. By Dr. Jill Dennell, Bill Rivenaugh, Gene Roth, and Jeff Banke. Trained by Jim Airsom. Driven to victory here this afternoon by Mark Hedworth. And Rose Run Amy has just equaled the track record for 3-year-old filly pacers, pacing that mile in 156 and 3/5, joining Hot Shot Hullabaloo from 2007 and Go-Go Lila Jane from 2024.
Sales are coming up, Doug. We need to find one of those for $11,000.
Yes. $11,000 now in the bank.
The blanket for this race is courtesy of Ron's Metal Sales. Let's have a big hand here for Rose Run Amy and all concerned, and to Ron's Metal Sales, the donors of the blanket.
$134,000
Here are the official placings for race 3 from
her.
the top. Number 1, really? Are you kidding me? Was second. Number 2, Rockin' Remy was third. Number 3, Rose Run Amy was the winner. Number 4, Play On Player had been drawn. Time of the first quarter was 28 seconds. The half was in 56 and 4/5. The 3/4 in 127 with a mile in 156 and 3/5. From the top it should read 2-3-1 scratch, a mile in 156 and 3/5.
Talking about, we was talking about the population of Wauseon here. What in Fulton County, What other, I'm not that familiar with it, being from Salina up this way. What other small towns make up the county here?
I really don't know. There's a town called Delta.
Delta, okay.
Not too far from here.
So Delta would be, and I know Delta.
Yeah, I really don't know once you get.
That's where the Suggs would be from, right? Delta? In that area
is
somewhat,
I think. Yeah. I really don't know once you get, over closer towards Indiana. I've never really gone over that any farther than Wauseon, I guess.
So actually we're a few miles from Indiana, a few miles from Michigan.
Yep.
Where we're at.
Yeah, we're tucked up here in the corner. Top of Ohio, just like the winner's circle sign says.
Yes. Fourth race up next, Matt, 2-year-old Colt Trot. This is another good purse, $13,360. A field of 5. It will feature our number 1 point getter in the fair standings, and that be Wada Luck. She stands number 1. And we'll be back to take a look at these 2-year-old Colt Trotters right after this.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
An Ohio Select sale coming up on Friday, the 12th of September at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds. Some of our sponsors will have horses there: Midland Acres, Hickory Lane Farm, Dublin Valley Farm, Cool Wind Farm. So a lot of great yearlings to be sold at the Ohio Select sale. Another sale coming up, Steve Cross's sale. I believe that is in October. Don't want to give you the wrong day. That is the Buckeye Classic sale. I believe that will be the 6th of October. Bill Peters, you can hear in the background, at least 13 races. So it looks like 13 or 14 for Tuesday night here at the Fulton County Fair. We'll be back here, Wauseon, with a 6 o'clock start. Roughly 13 races. Matt and I will be Monday at 12 noon on Labor Day at the Van Wert County Fairgrounds in Van Wert, where we have 16. We'll be joined by Susan Schroeder. On air tomorrow, they are at Marietta, one of the broadcast teams from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association at Marietta tomorrow. Checking the football scores, no scores yet. 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Texas 0, Ohio State 0.
Ryan Miller watching the broadcast. I just got a message from him on Facebook.
I'm just looking at the entries for what is up for Monday. Just two, Canfield and Van Wert going Monday. Sunday, Marietta, and I believe they go back Monday. Their entries are not up yet. Tuesday entries for the fair. Marietta is up for Tuesday. They go Monday, Tuesday. Marietta has 7 races, I think both days then at Marietta. So it's on to the 4th, 2-year-old Colt Trot for $13,360. A field of 5. Number 1, Grandview Flipper. This is a $3,500 purchase. Dan Veneer trains and drives and owns in partnership with Len and John Sanders. 2-year-old Brown Colt by Long Tom, making its first career start. We'll send it upstairs to Bill Peters to give us a post parade for the 4th.
Our celebrating post word for race 4. This is the 2-year-old Colt Trot, going for a purse of $13,360 and a blanket given in memory of Chuck Silvius. Number 1 is Grandview Flipper, all by Veneer Racing LLC of Pemberville, Ohio, and Leanne and John Saunders of Castle Rock, Colorado, trained and driven by Dan Veneer. Number 2 is Hunt Club, owned, trained and driven by John Koneski III of Pemberville. Number 3 is Got the Money, Honey, owned by Rosie Weaver of Beach City, Heartland Acres of Walhonding, Cabby D LLC of Hudson, Dave Jury of Bucyrus, trained by Rosie Weaver, the driver Drew Neal. Number 4 is What Luck, owned and trained by Ernie Ayers of Sand Creek, Michigan, the driver Greg Bateson. At number 5 is Trottin' Marseille, owned and trained by Bill Webb of Defiance, the driver Mark Hedworth. Horses will take one long score and go to the gate. Mute your windows, closing in 4 minutes.
At the 2, Hunt Club, John Koneski III owns, trains, and drives this 2-year-old bay gelding by Long Tom, has 8 starts, 1 win, 1 second, 2 thirds, $8,800, a winner at Bowling Green in 2:10-1. That was on the 27th of July. Drew Neal, our leading driver at the fairs this year, looking for his 2nd win of the day. Drives the 3, Got the Money, Honey, the 2-year-old bay gelding son of Ready for Money, out of the Donato Hanover mare. Arella, 9 starts, has 4 wins and 1 third, $21,526. 203 Ford Attica won by 15 3/4 lengths on the 26th of August. The 3, Got the Money, Honey. 4, Watluck, Greg Bates and drives for Ernest Ayers. This is a homebred. The 2-year-old bay go to the son of Watt the Hill out of the Cincinnati Kid mare. Lucky Roll has 4 wins in 8 starts and 4 seconds. $21,801, 205 3 at Bowling Green. And Watt Luck, as we mentioned, is our number 1 point getter in the Ohio Fair standings. And rounding out the field, number 5, Trottin' Marseille, Mark Hedworth, looking for his 3rd driving win of the day. Bill Webb trains, owns. This is a homebred. 2-year-old bay colt of Marseille out of the Pegasus Spur mare. Trottin' Brook, 8 starts, has a win, a second, 2 thirds, $11,550, 203 1/5 at Oak Harbor. Field of 5, 2-year-old colt trotters for $13,360, 4 to 5 post time favorite. The 3, Got the Money, Honey. The 4, What Luck at 2 to 1.
I went back and saw What Luck before the races. He is a good-looking horse. First start trotting hobbles for him. Ernie Ayers said that using some Chuck Sylvester logic, 2 breaks in a row and the trotting hobbles go on. So.
Okay. And still came back and finished 2nd.
Oh, raced huge that night. Yep.
At Hicksville and at Napoleon, yes. Just can't believe this crowd. Can you scan down through there?
Yeah,
to the right of the grandstand here. Show that we got one heck of a crowd here today.
Yep, I thought football might be a real problem for attendance here, but I'm sure it's hurt some. But very nice crowd.
Gate is rolling on the backside. Grandview Flipper. Hunt Club got the money. Honey Watt Luck. Trottin' Marseille. John Ingram has them all lined up and ready for a start, and the Mike Wemkenberg starting gate comes to the top of the stretch. Let's send it up to Bill Peters for the call.
There they come. The year off and trotting. The first horse away on the outside is Got the Money, Honey. At the rail second is Grandview Flipper. Moving up third is What Luck. At the rail fourth is Hunt Club. And the last horse is Trottin' Marseille. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Drew Neal has Got the Money, Honey on top. He now goes off stride, and taking over is What Luck, driven by Greg Bateson. Moving up to be second now is Grandview Flipper, driven by Dan Vinier. Back trotting third is Got the Money, Honey. Moving fourth is Hunt Club, driven by John Koneski. And the last horse, Trottin' Marseille, driven by Mark Edworth. Past that quarter-mile mark, that's What Luck by 2.5 lengths. First quarter trotted in 31 1/5 seconds. That's What Luck by 2.5 lengths. Right there second is Grandview Flipper. Up on the outside third is Got the Money, Honey. Racing fourth, Hunt Club, and the last horse, Trottin' Marseille. 5 trotters pretty well bunched. They race down toward the half-mile mark. That's Greg Bateson and What Luck bringing the horses down to the half. Up on the outside second is Got the Money, Honey. At the rail third, Grandview Flipper. Hunt Club is in there fourth, followed by Trottin' Marseille fifth. First half trotted in 102 3/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. That's What Luck by about 3 lengths. On the outside second is Got the Money, Honey. Grandview Flipper third along the rail. Hunt Club fourth. Moving up on the outside fifth. Now fourth comes Trottin' Marseille. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. What Luck now by only 1.5 lengths over Got the Money, Honey. On the outside third, Trottin' Marseille. At the rail fourth, Grandview Flipper. And the last horse is Hunt Club. 3/4 in 133 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's still What Luck with the lead. Got the Money, Honey on the outside second. Trottin' Marseille is third, followed by Grandview Flipper fourth. As they turn for home, Got the Money, Honey on the outside now takes over at the rail second. What Luck. Got the Money, Honey, and What Luck. It's going to be Got the Money, Honey, and here's the outcome. What Luck up for place, up for show is Trottin' Marseille. 1 mile in 2:03 4/5.
Big recovery.
2:03 4. Got the Money, Honey. Drew Neal. A little bit of a 4-5. Somewhat of an upset. What Luck, our number 1 point getter, number 7 point getter into fair standings. Drew Neal and Got the Money, Honey. 31 1, 102 3, 133 4. Dave Brewer beside us here. He did the sound for how many years? And you just made a trip up here. You retired. This would be one of your favorite fairs. I know 52 or 53 years. Your family did the sound here. This is some fair, isn't it?
It's a big fair.
A big crowd. I just can't believe the crowd here today. But it's that way every year. I've been coming now 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And really was looking forward to the trip up here today. They do it right here.
They do it right. Yep.
So our winner, the 3, Got the Money, Honey. The 2-year-old bay goat, the son of Ready for Money. Rosie Weaver. Drew Neal gets his second winning drive on the day. Drew Neal with 2. Mark Edward with 2 drives. 2 winning drives, I should say.
Got the whole crew here tonight, Doug.
Yeah, you do.
Valerie
You better
here. My
behave.
mom's here. I know, yeah. Everybody checking up on me.
Here's your winner. The 3, Got the Money, Honey, and Drew Neal moving into the winner's circle.
City, Wall Hunting, Hudson, and Bucyrus comes number 3, Got the Money, Honey, owned by Rosie Weaver, Heartland Acres, Kebby D LLC, and David Jury, trained by Rosie Weaver, and driven to victory this afternoon by Drew Neal. The blanket for this race is given in memory of Chuck Silvius.
Haven't seen Bolt in a while.
No, he made his way to the winner's circle. What's the other one's name?
Oh, Smokey.
Smokey?
Yeah.
Chuck Silvius was a great supporter here of the Fulton County Fair, and this blanket is given in his memory. Let's have a big hand here for Rosie Weaver and Bolt, Drew Neal, and Got the Money, Honey, and the family of Chuck Silvius for giving this blanket in his memory. Here are the official placings for race 4 from the top. Number 1, Grandview Flipper was 4th. Number 2, Hunt Club was 5th. Number 3, Got the Money, Honey was the winner. Number 4, What Luck was 2nd. And number 5, Trottin' Marseille was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 31 1/5. The half was in 102 3/5. The 3/4 in 133 4/5, with a mile in 203 4/5. From the top, it should read 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. The mile in 203 4/5, equaling Got the Money, Honey's best lifetime mark.
5th race up next, 3-year-old Colt Pace, 2nd division for $6,958. A field of 6. We'll be back to take a look at these 6 3-year-old pacing colts right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to OHHA.com. That's OHHA.com.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
We are back at Wauseon. Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action, the Fulton County Fair. 8 races to bring you today. 4 in the books. We're starting the back half of the card. 2nd Division 3-year-old Colt Pace for $6,958. A field of 6. Perpetrator, the 1. Carmen Kina drives for Jason Seymour. This is a homebred Seymour owns. 14 starts this year, has 4 wins, 3 seconds, a third, $25,000 this year, 56-3 at Northfield Park. 2 is Grew, Rod Adams Jr. Gene Weller trains. Owns a partnership with Stephen Reese. This 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son, a bit of a legend, has 9 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. 16,000 this year. Coming off a win at Richwood, a 158-2. The 2 grew. 3, Believe in Tom, Mark St. Louis Jr. for Steve Novak. Jerry Migel, Westland, Michigan owns. This is a homebred by Migel. 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son of a long Tom pacer here. As I believe in Cruiser Mare, believe in Waco. 12 starts, 6 wins, 3 seconds, 1 third. 33,000 this year, 50,000 last year, 84,000 lifetime. Took a mark at Sauter Downs as a 2-year-old, a 53-2. Last time out, 201-4 at Hicksville was a winner. Has rattled off 2 in a row. Start before that at Napoleon, 59-4. 4, Hey, it's Friday. Mark Hedworth for Michael Lee. They team up once again today. 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son down by the seaside out of the Art Major mare. Wish I'd Come for You. That's 12 starts. Hadn't been to the winner's circle yet this year. Had a win last year. Took a mark as a 2-year-old, a 56-3 at Northfield Park. In the 12 starts, has 5 seconds and 2 thirds, $9,400, 26,000 lifetime for the 4. Hey, it's Friday. 5, Eddie Nine Toes stands second in the point summary in the Ohio Fair point standings. Hank Levan drives and trains for Winchester Bay Acres of Orlando, Florida. 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son of Me So Fast out of the Western Tear mare. Safe from tear. In 19 starts, has made 7 trips to the winner's circle. 4 seconds and 2 thirds. 27,294 this year. Winner at Bucyrus, a 55-1. Lifetime, $31,887 for the 5. Eddie Nine Toes. 6 is Sing Gray. Drew Neal looking for his 3rd winning drive of the day. He'll drive the 3-year-old Gray Gelding down by the seaside. This is $60,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago. 13 starts, has 1 win this year. 2 seconds, 4 thirds, 17,000, 22,000 last year. 39,000 lifetime, 154-4 is the 2-year-old at Delaware. The 6, Sing Gray, as we get ready for a post parade. Should be a good one. Yes.
Real tough race, I thought.
Real tough race. Post time favorite is the 3, Believe in Tom. At 3-5, going off now at 3-1. The 6, Sing Gray. Eddie Nine Toes is at 5-1. Those are your top 3 horses. One, 2, 3, 4. I see 5 out. Need 1 more, I believe. I believe there's 5 out. Going to need 1 more. I believe we're all out now. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're all out. We got 1 cleared down here in the turn. So we'll get set for a post parade here momentarily.
It's our printing postword for race 5. This is the second division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace. Going for a purse of $6,958 and a blanket given in memory of Richard Roth. 1 is Perpetrator, owned and trained by Jason Seymour of Adrian, Michigan, the driver Cameron Keena. Number 2 is Grew, owned by Stephen Reese and Jamie Weller. Janie Weller of Republic, Ohio, trained by Janie Weller, the driver Rod Adams Jr. Number 3 is Believe in Tom, owned by Jerry Migel of Westland, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 4 is Hey, it's Friday, owned by Mike Lee of Rudolph and Dr. Jill Dennell of Delta, trained by Mike Lee, the driver Mark Hedworth. Number 5 is Eddie Nine Toes, owned by Winchester Bay Acres Incorporated of Orlando, Florida, trained and driven by Hank Levan. And number 6 is Seeing Gray, owned by Miller Racing Stable Incorporated of Greenville, Ohio, and Amazing Racing Stable of Middle Point, Ohio, trained by Ryan Miller, the driver Drew Neal. Horses will take 1 long score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing in 4 minutes. There's win, place, show, exec.
Our other broadcast team out today is at Canton at the Stark County Fair. They started at noon with 10 races. I know Ashley Daly is there.
Maybe Don Tiger, too?
Don Tiger. I'm sure. Sorry. That's at Canfield. Canfield and Canton, I get mixed up there. At Canfield, Don Tiger is joining Ashley on set today. They started at 11:30, an hour before we did. They have 10 races. They're back at it on Monday, 11 a.m. post with 12 races. The Canfield Pacing Derby and Trotting Derby go. Charlie May will be leading from post 1 in that Canfield Pacing Derby.
That's one I'd like to see sometime. I've never been over there. I've heard that's a very nice fair.
Yes, they give it. I think our own Frank Froz won that last year when he owned the horses.
Yeah,
before he came our executive director.
Poster Pets.
Poster Pets.
Yeah. I sent Frank a message, told him Charlie May's lucky he dodged Poster Pets this year.
Yeah.
He said he wanted Don Tiger to win so they could have a drink out of the trophies.
We're back at it here, Matt, on Tuesday the 2nd at 6 o'clock. They're telling us roughly 13 races on Tuesday night. And we'll be at it on Labor Day at Van Wert with a 12 o'clock noon post time. 16 big ones. Marietta goes Sunday, tomorrow, and Monday on Labor Day, both days at 1 with 7 races, I believe, carded for each day. And that takes us to Kenton on Wednesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock post. Both days at the Hardin County Fair in Kenton, Wednesday and Thursday. Next weekend be McConnellsville Friday and Saturday. Both days a 1 o'clock post at the Morgan County Fair in McConnellsville. And the Huff Guide is getting very thin right now. Worcester, Upper Sandusky, Old Washington, Montpelier. Little Brown Jug Week at Delaware, Sunday the 14th through Thursday the 18th. The jug is on the 18th, the 80th running of the Little Brown Jug. Ashland, Dover, Coshocton, Dayton, the Montgomery County Fair races at Dayton Raceway. We'll close things out in early October. The 8th and 9th on a Wednesday and Thursday at the 175th Fairfield County Fair in Lancaster. But Little Brown Jug is the 18th. The 17th is a jugette. If you've never been there and you need a seat, grandstand seats for Thursday start at $30. Box seats all week starting at $80 each day, I'm sure. Hospitality tents include drinks, buffet lunch, TVs, and more. Backstretch tent. Jugette day $60. Jug day $100. Top of the stretch tent. Jugette day $60. $100 on Jug day. The Pavilion Hill in the first turn. Jugette days $180. Jug day $265, or both for $375. You can call 740-362-3851. 740-362-3851 to get any tickets for Little Brown Jug Week at Delaware. We look across the way, the Mike Weppenberg starting gate. John Ingram moving it into position. 3-year-old Colt Pacers have completed their score. Perpetrator, Grew, Believe in Tom. Hey, hey, it's Friday. Eddie Nine Toes, Seeing Gray. Post-time favorite right now, the 3, Believe in Tom. 7-2, the 5, Eddie Nine Toes, and 4-1 on the 6. Sing Gray, gates rolling. Send it upstairs to Bill Peters.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. The first horse away at the rail is Perpetrator. On the outside, second is Grew. Moving up third is Believe in Tom. At the rail, fourth is Seeing Gray. In their fifth is Hey, Hey, it's Friday. And the last horse is Eddie Nine Toes. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Cameron Keena has Perpetrator on top by 2.5 lengths. Pacing in their second is Grew, driven by Rod Adams. Dropping in their third is Believe in Tom, driven by Mark St. Louis. Fourth is Seeing Gray, driven by Drew Neal. Racing fifth is Hey Hey, it's Friday, driven by Mark Edworth. Moving up on the outside six is 89 Toes, driven by Hank LeMan. First quarter paced in 29 and 1/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's still Perpetrator with the lead. Up on the outside to pour on the pressure now is Seeing Gray. At the rail third is Groove, Believin' Tom on the move fourth. Moving up on the outside fifth is 89 Toes, and the last horse is Hey Hey, it's Friday. Six pacers well bunched as they come to the half-mile mark. That's still Perpetrator with the lead. On the outside second, Seeing Gray. At the rail third, Groove. On the outside fourth, Believin' Tom. First half paced in 59 and 3/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. Cameron Keene is getting real busy with Perpetrator out there on the front end. On the outside second is Seeing Gray. 3 wide down the backside comes Believin' Tom. At the rail fourth is Groove. Up on the outside fifth. Now fourth comes 89 Toes. And also on the move is Hey Hey, it's Friday. Past that 3/4 mile mark, Believin' Tom has now taken over. Moving up on the outside second is 89 Toes. 3/4 in 129 and 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Believin' Tom with the lead. 89 Toes closing with every stride. Believin' Tom at the rail and 89 Toes on the outside as they race through the lane. Believin' Tom and 89 Toes. Believin' Tom and 89 Toes. Believin' Tom and 89 Toes. It's Believin' Tom. 89 Toes up for place. Seeing Gray for show. Tight for that fourth spot between Hey Hey, it's Friday and Groove. A mile in 1:58.
1:58, Believin' Tom. Makes it 3 in a row, gets his 7th win of the season. 29 and 5, 59 and 3, 129 and 4. Home in 1:58. They were stacked up 3 wide. 89 Toes was third over at the half. 3 in, 3 out as they came past us for the first time. And 89 Toes made a 3 wide move to 3/4. They were rolling around that far turn. I thought maybe 89 Toes was going to get him. But
I love watching that horse pace. His stride is just huge.
Believin' Tom just dug in and wouldn't give in. Just probably won by a neck over 89 Toes. Mark St. Louis Jr. driving the 3, Believin' Tom for Steve Novak and Jerry Meigel. Unofficially, I have the 3, Believin' Tom as the winner, the 5, 89 Toes second, and number 6, Seeing Gray was third. That's the way the betting public pretty much saw it in that order. 3, 5, and a 6 in the 5th here at the Fulton County Fair. Mark St. Louis Jr. in Believin' Tom. Mark St. Louis Jr. last year, I believe, was our leading driver 2020 fair season.
Track into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Westland, Michigan, comes number 3, Believin' Tom. Owned by Jerry Meigel, trained by Steve Novak, and driven to victory this afternoon by Mark St. Louis Jr. The blanket for this race is given in memory of Richard Dick Roth. Dick was a longtime horseman back in the 60s and 70s, and then switched to being a starter and started horses in several states, many right here in northwestern Ohio, and including here at the Fulton County Fair. And this blanket is given in memory of Dick Roth. His daughter, Melissa Mount, is in the winner's circle, along with Terry Adams, who drove the starting gate many, many times for Dick Roth. Let's have a big hand here for Jerry Meigel, Steve, Nicole, Braden, and Brian Novak, and Believin' Tom, and to the family of Dick Roth for giving this blanket in his memory.
Dick Roth, for many years, was a starter at this part of the state. Melissa Roth, who took over doing a lot of the starting and driving the gate along with Terry Adams there. Dick, the grandfather of Jason Roth, who is the director of racing at Scioto Downs. Jason, a great guy. Only one bad thing about him.
What's that? Oh, he's a
He likes
Michigan
that
man.
team up north. He
Yeah.
likes that team up north. He don't like the Buckeyes. Can't figure that out. And he lives in Columbus now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be
You
kind of
think
careful what he
you
says.
think he would switch?
Yeah.
From the top. From the top. Number 1, Perpetrator was 6th. Number 2, Grew was 4th. Number 3, Believe in Tom was a winner. Number 4, Hey Hey It's Friday was 5th. Number 5, Eddie Nine Toes was 2nd. Number 6, Seeing Gray was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 29 1/5. The half was in 59 3/5. The 3 quarters in 129 4/5 with a mile in 158. From the top, it should read 6-4-1, 5-2-3, a mile in 158. In the upcoming race 6.
Well, up next, 6th race, 3-year-old Philly Pace, 2nd Division, $6,610. Twin B Levitate, She's a Smoke Show, Ma Honey, and Call Me Over the Hill. Field of 4. We'll go postward momentarily. Let's take a break, and we'll be back. Take a look at these 4 3-year-old Philly Pacers for the 6th.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, Jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
Wauseon Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Own a little and love it a lot. The Stable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. The Stable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
Did a great job on the winner's circle again this year. None of that was there again this year. When I got here, they were just starting to work on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, none of the shrubs or the mulch or any of the plants. Yeah, all that was done this morning. Someone named Julie.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Kind of took care of it. It was
Top of Ohio, Fulton County Fair, Wauseon, Ohio. And they're proud of their fair here in Wauseon.
Yeah. Rightfully so. They should be.
Very nice crowd. Great eating stands right below us. Donuts. The donuts are in this part of the state. Here, Wauseon and Montpelier has great donuts.
Yep.
I know I do the Croton Fair. They got a great donut stand.
Have
you ever been to Croton?
No, that's another one I really want to see. Yeah.
You'll have to work at sometime.
Yeah, I've heard they get a real nice crowd there.
Yes,
at
they
that
do.
Fairgrounds.
Yes. Every fair you go to, there's something special about it.
Yep.
And we get to go to a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, which one's my favorite one, and everyone's got something
everyone
unique
has
about
something
it.
special about it. I'm just checking the scores. Ohio State is threatening, but there's no score in that game yet.
All right, Toledo Rockets are starting off with a tough one. They've got the University of Kentucky to start the season off, so we'll see. They can put up a lot of points. They don't have a ton of defense usually.
Now, did BG, did they play last night or one night this week? I saw
they
some.
played, I think, Thursday night.
And they must have won, right?
I think so. I saw that they have a team mascot now that's gone viral. It's some 3-year-old cat with a real
Okay, I just noticed a few posts, but Ohio State, it's 2nd and 3 on the Texas 11. I know Jay Wolf will be watching tomorrow night. I believe his Notre Dame Irish are in Miami, Florida, I believe. That'll be a good ball game.
Yeah, that's a good one to start off the season.
So our 6th race, 3-year-old Philly Pacers for $6,610. Field of 4, the 1 is Twin B Levitate. Michael Durantz owns and drives, trains. 3-year-old Bay Philly, but Fear the Dragon, Fly Fancy Stables in Nova, Ohio. 2 starts this year, is yet to hit the board, had 10 starts last year, and 2 seconds, 6,100 lifetime for the 1. Twin B Levitate. 2, She's a Smoke Show. Kyle Ladd owns Trains and Drives, owns a partnership with R.B. Schaefer of Findlay. This is a 3-year-old Bay Philly, but lather up a $20,000 Buckeye Classic purchase out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Sarasota. 10 starts, has a win. That win was the last time out at Richwood in 2 minutes. In 10 starts, has the win and also 3/3, $7,457 for the 2. She's a Smoke Show. 3, Ma Honey. Drew Neal looks for his 3rd winning drive of the day. Ma Honey standing 3rd in point standings. 3-year-old Bay Philly by Well Said. It was a $12,000 purchase 2 years ago. Sean McKee and Susan Bates own in partnership. 6 wins and 17 tries. 3 seconds and a third. $23,000 this year. $51,000 last year. Just shy of $75,000 this year. 2 back was a winner at Lyman. 2 minutes and a fifth. Has a mark as a 2-year-old at Sauter Downs of 154. The 3, Ma Honey. Rounding out the field, the 4, Call Me Over to Hill. This is a 3-year-old Bay Philip, a Racing Hill out of the Western Terre mare. Call Me a Little Tear. Stephen Reese and J.R. Racing own. Jamie Weller trains with Rod Adams Jr. doing the driving. 14 starts. Has a win. 6 seconds, 3/3. Didn't start last year. $15,000 on the card this year. Winner at Hicksville, 204 and 3/5. That was in a dead heat. I remember that night. Last time out at Ridgewood, finished 2nd, beaten 3 lengths by Legendary L. Legendary L is the top point getter in the Ohio Fair standings. Fair Championship goes at Northfield Park for $50,000 on October 5th. That's the field for the 6th here at the Fulton County Fair. We're going to get our post parade here real quick from Bill Peters. 1-2 right now. The 3, Ma Honey, and rightfully so. Drew Neal trying to get his 3rd winning drive on the card.
Our separating post parade for race 6. This is the 2nd division of the 3-year-old Philly Pace. Going for a purse of $6,610 and a blanket given in memory of Danny Murray. Number 1 is Twin B Levitate, owned by the Fly Fancy Stables in Nova, Ohio, trained and driven by Mike Durantz. Number 2 is She's a Smoke Show, owned by Kyle Ladd and Ryan Schaefer of Findlay, trained and driven by Kyle Ladd. Number 3 is Ma Honey, owned by Sean McGee of Swanton and Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, trained by Ty Bates, the driver Drew Neal. Number 4 is Call Me Over the Hill, owned by Stephen Reese of Republic and J&R Racing of Rising Sun, Ohio, trained by Jamie Weller and the driver Rod Adams Jr.
Well, there you had the post parade. A field of 4 3-year-old Philly Pacers making their score and will be going to the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. We've got 2 more races to bring you today. A conditioned trot, which is scratched down to a field of 2. We close it out, the 8th race signature series of Fulton County Horsemen's Memorial. A field of 7 in that 8th race. Ohio State put it in the end zone, a 1-yard run. They're up 6-0. Point after will be attempted in the second period. 8:57 left in the second.
I bet that place went absolutely
I'm sure
crazy.
It did.
It'd be a fun place to be right now.
Yes.
Big game like that. Everybody's been waiting for the season to start, and that's starting it off
I have
with a good
tickets.
one.
That's, we were talking earlier off air. I have Mary Jo Rini Ross's tickets for next week where they play Grambling. Real nice seats, 17 rows up, just right at the end zone. Twin B Levitate, She's a Smoke Show, Ma Honey, Call Me Over the Hill. John Ingram, the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate, come up to the top of the stretch. Let's go upstairs to Bill Peters for the call of the 6th.
Here they come. The year off and pacing the first horse away on the outside is Ma Honey. At the rail second is Twin B Levitate, and their third is She's a Smoke Show. And the last horse is Call Me Over the Hill. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Drew Deal has Ma Honey on top by a length and a half. Racing second is Twin B Levitate, driven by Mike DeRutz. Dropping in their third is She's a Smoke Show, driven by Kyle Ladd. And the last horse is Call Me Over the Hill, driven by Rod Adams. Going to that quarter-mile mark, that's still Ma Honey by a length and a half. Twin B Levitate continues to pace second, followed by She's a Smoke Show and Call Me Over the Hill. First quarter paced in 30 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. That is still Ma Honey by a length and a half over Twin B Levitate. She's a Smoke Show still in their third, followed by Call Me Over the Hill. No one has made a move as yet. That's still Ma Honey as they come down to the half. Twin B Levitate sits in the golden chair second. Up on the outside third now comes She's a Smoke Show. And going right with her is Call Me Over the Hill. First half paced in 1:02. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Ma Honey. The horse pouring on the pressure on the outside second is She's a Smoke Show. At the rail third is Twin B Levitate. On the outside fourth, Call Me Over the Hill. The pace picks up a wee bit going toward that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Ma Honey with the lead. She's a Smoke Show racing second, and Call Me Over the Hill third. 3/4 in 1:31 4/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, that's Ma Honey by a length and a half. Now flying up on the outside second comes Call Me Over the Hill. She's a Smoke Show third along the rail. As they race toward home, that's Ma Honey and Call Me Over the Hill. Ma Honey at the rail, Call Me Over the Hill on the outside. Ma Honey and Call Me Over the Hill. Ma Honey and Call Me Over the Hill. Photo for win between Call Me Over the Hill and Ma Honey. Up for third was She's a Smoke Show. A mile in 2:01.
I think we might have had an upset there.
We've had some very good finishes here today.
Have. Call Me Over the Hill, I believe, got to Ma Honey. All the work done up front by Ma Honey. Call Me Over the Hill, Rod Adams got away in the last position, fourth, but closed with each and every stride, and I believe nailed Ma Honey on the line. 30 2/5, 1:02, 1:31 4, the mile 2:01. If it is Call Me Over the Hill, it will be her second of the season. Finished in a dead heat at Hicksville, came back at Richwood just Tuesday and finished second, beaten 3 lengths. Paced a mile in 59 and 3, just got beat by Legendary L. And Legendary L is the top point getter in the Ohio Fair standings. Call Me Over the Hill, sent off at 6-1, be a $14 return on that $2 if it does stand, and they call the 4. Call Me Over the Hill the winner. Rod Adams Jr. for Jamie Weller. 3-year-old Bay Phillip, a Racine Hill out of the Western Terrier. Call Me a Little Chair. If it does stand, be its second win in 14 tries, 6 seconds and 3/3. That will push the earnings up to right at $19,000 on the year for Call Me Over the Hill. They're waiting for a photo of finished print. Drew Neal in the turn, has not went off the track yet, but waiting anxiously to go to the winner's circle. Rod Adams Jr. with Call Me Over the Hill.
Hard to miss those Jamie Weller horses out there on the racetrack. All the green and pink.
Yes. It is now not official. It is listed official. $15.20 for the winner. 4-3 exacta $18. Call Me Over the Hill will be going into the top of Ohio Fulton County Fair winner's circle momentarily. Ohio State went 80 yards in 13 plays. Took them 8 minutes. They lead the Texas Longhorns 7-0 right now. Number 3 Buckeyes against the 1 Longhorns.
Back into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Republic and Rising Sun comes number 4, Call Me Over the Hill. All by Stephen Reese and J&R Racing. Trained by Jamie Weller and driven to victory this afternoon by Rod Adams Jr. The blanket for this race is given in memory of Danny Murray. Danny also was a horseman here in the Fulton County area, and he also drove the starting gate many times for Dick Roth. This blanket is given in his memory.
Nine seconds for Call Me Over the Hill.
Let's have a big hand here for Jamie Weller, Stephen Reese, Pam Weller, and Rod Adams, and Call Me Over the Hill, and the family of Danny Murray for giving this blanket in Danny's memory. Here are the official placings for race 6 on the top. Number 1, Twin Bee Levitate was 4th. Number 2, She's a Smoke Show was 3rd. Number 3, Ma Honey was 2nd. And number 4, Call Me Over the Hill was the winner. Time of the first quarter was 30 2/5. The half was in 1:02. The 3/4 in 1:31 4/5 with a mile in 2:01. From the top it should read 4-3-2, 1 on the bottom. The mile in 2:01. New lifetime mark for Call Me Over the Hill.
Well, we got 2 of them left. 7th race up next, a condition trot. Only had 3 to go, but now we're down to 2 with a scratch of number 3. Long Live the King, Rose Run Extreme, and Son of a Sea Cook. Both from the Michael DeRunts barn. The stable, field of 2, going postward in the 7th. We'll be back to take a look at those 2 horses right after this.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Got someone down here enjoying the music by Matt Richardson, dancing down in front.
Matt does a great job.
Yeah. Joe and Fran Darmafall actually sponsor him at quite a few of these fairs.
They do so many great things for this sport.
Got to talk to Joe a little bit earlier today. I haven't seen him in a while, but he said he's going to be down there at Van Wert Monday. They've got horses with Hank Levan and 1 or 2 with Pierce Henry, and I guess Pierce is in down there at Van Wert.
Checking some of our followers today. Dan Tell is watching. Georgia Miller, Tim Conkright, Mark Bellemeyer. Mike Roth is watching as well. So we're on to the 7th race. As we mentioned, just a field of 2. They should be out momentarily. Both coming from the same barn, Michael DeRunt's barn, a Rose Run Extreme, and Son of a Seacook. Son of a Seacook will be driven by Hank Levan, and Michael DeRunt's will drive the 1, Rose Run Extreme. 2 to 5 currently on the 1, 4 to 5 on the 2, Son of a Seacook. Kevin Smith-Bush is watching today from Lima.
You got to talk to him a little bit over at Finley. That's always a good interview. He does a great job
so
talking
big
about
on
the stable.
He is involved so much with the stable.ca, and he's had very good luck.
Yeah, it sure has.
Not a whole lot of money invested, and he gets to go to watch his horses race. He's down to 2 this year. He's a little disappointed. He's had some good ones. He's got a couple good ones this year, and not only with the stable.ca. I know one of them's with the stable, and the other one is Ryan Miller has it.
Is that Power Play or
it's the Horseplay?
Horseplay, that's it.
Jessica Schroeder's Horseplay stable.
Must be doing helicopter rides here.
Yes.
We've had a helicopter hovering over the top of the racetrack every now and again.
Got 1 of the 2 out. Rolling right along here. It is 122, 7th getting ready to come out. Final horse coming out for the post parade.
Our separating post word for race 7. This is a trot for non-winners of $5,000 in 2025. Also eligible non-winners of $1,000 since July 15th, and also eligible $4,000 claimers. Going for a purse of $1,000 and a blanket courtesy of Gerald Grain Center. Number 1 is Rose Run Extreme, all by David Beachy of Berlin, Ohio, trained and driven by Mike Durrance. Number 2 is Son of a Seacook, all by Horsepower on Hooves of Valley City, Ohio, trained by Mike Durrance, the driver Hank Levan. And number 3, Long Live the King, has been drawn. Horses will take one score and go to the gate. Mutual windows close.
Well, let's hope they both stay flat. Maybe get a halfway decent finish out of this.
Be something they both make breaks.
Right.
You never know about trotters. We got a good one coming up here at to close things out on the day. The Fulton County Horsemen's Memorial. A field of 7. Field of trotters, you can see on the backside, just 2 of them, stable mates from the Durrance Stable. Rose Run Extreme and Son of a Face Cook will go to the gate. $97,000 lifetime on the 1, Rose Run Extreme. The 2, Son of a Sea Cook, Hank Levan, $44,000 lifetime. Took a mark last year at Northfield Park, 158-1. As we mentioned earlier in the card, Matt and I will be at Van Wert on Labor Day this next Monday at 12 noon start. Susan Schroeder will join us at 12 noon post time with 16 races. Marietta also racing. I believe they have a 1 o'clock start on, they go tomorrow actually, and then back Labor Day. 7 races carded each day. And also racing on Labor Day, there's 3 spots. It is Canfield goes Monday with 12 of them. That's an 11 o'clock start, at Canfield at 11. So Canfield will open it up at 11, 12 noon at Van Wert, and at 1 o'clock at Marietta. So 11, 12, and 1 on Monday on Labor Day. So there'll be a lot of action. 3 spots to watch on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast.
Here they come. The year off and trotting the first horse away is Son of a Seacook. Jumping in there second is Rose Run Extreme. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Hank Levan has Son of a Seacook on top by a length and a half over Rose Run Extreme, driven by Mike Durrance. No change as they head down the backside. Son of a Seacook by about 2.5 lengths now over Rose Run Extreme. Approaching that quarter-mile mark, Hank Levan has the lead with Son of a Seacook over Rose Run Extreme and Mike Durrance. First quarter trotted in 33 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Son of a Seacook with the lead. Rose Run Extreme continues to trot in there second. Still no change. Son of a Seacook bringing the horses to the half, racing in their second, Rose Run Extreme. Past the half-mile mark. Son of a Seacook and Hank Levan on top by a length and a half over Rose Run Extreme and Mike Durrance. First half trotted in 104 3/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is Son of a Seacook, and the closest horse second is Rose Run Extreme. Son of a Seacook now by about 3 lengths over Rose Run Extreme as they race toward that 3/4 mile mark, and the pace is picking up a little bit. Son of a Seacook now by 3.5 lengths over Rose Run Extreme past that 3/4 mile mark. 3/4 in 135 4/5. As they race around the upper turn to head for pay dirt, Son of a Seacook still shows on top, beginning with every stride on the outside is Rose Run Extreme. As they turn for home, that's Son of a Seacook at the rail. Rose Run Extreme on the outside. Son of a Seacook and Rose Run Extreme as they race through the lane. Son of a Seacook at the rail. Rose Run Extreme closing fast on the outside. Son of a Seacook and Rose Run Extreme. It's Rose Run Extreme. How about that for a finish to a 2-horse race?
206 and 3.
A mile in 206 3/5.
206 and 3, another close one, Matt. Stablemate, Rose Run Extreme in the final stride. Knocks off the 2, Son of a Seacook, 206 and 3.
Big reaction from the crowd, too,
Yes.
for a 2-horse race. They don't care how many races.
At
are in.
Eaton this year, we had a 2-horse race, and it ended in a dead heat.
One horse lost his head pole
Yes.
right in the first turn
Yes.
there.
And that was the winner.
Yeah.
33, 104 and 3, 35 and 3. Rose Run Extreme, 6-year-old Bay Gilded Son of Triumphant Caviar is the winner.
Yep, I thought Hank had it measured there.
Yes, I did too.
How's it going?
7 different trainers have had wins today. Nobody in the training side has doubled up. Drew Neal has 2 driving wins. 2 driving wins for Mark Hedworth. So up next will be the 8th. It's the Fulton County Horsemen Memorial, a field of 7. But let's go to the winner's circle with Bill Peters.
We have the wrong. Okay, coming into the winner's circle is number 1, Rose Run Extreme. All by David Beachy of Berlin, Ohio, and trained to deliver the victory by Mike Durrance. The blanket for this race is courtesy of Gerald Grain Center. Let's have a big hand here for Mike Durrance and Rose Run Extreme, the winner of race 7. And to Gerald Grain Center, the donors of the blanket. Here are the official placings for race 7 from the top. Number 1, Rose Run Extreme was a winner. Number 2, Son of a Seacook was second. And number 3, Long Live the King had been drawn. Time of the first quarter was 33 seconds. The half was in 104 3/5. The 3/4 in 135 4/5. With a mile in 206 3/5. From the top it should read 1, 2, scratch. A mile in 206 3/5.
Well, up next, our 8th and final Signature Series Pace Fulton County Horseman Memorial for $4,700. Field of 7. We'll be back to take a look at all 7 right after this.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Back here at Wauseon, Fulton County Fair. 8th and final coming up, but before we get to that 8th race, we'd like to thank these fine sponsors: Ohio State Veterinary Medical Clinic, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Valley Farm, Hickory Lane Farm, thestable.ca, Midland Acres, DAC Vitamin, Ohio Breeders, Ohio Farm Bureau, Cowens Farm, and Woolham's Stable. A big thank you for being part of today's broadcast. 8th race up next, the Fulton County Horsemen Memorial. These 7 horses, Matt, have a career earnings of over $953,000 and 140 wins between the 7. The most wins with 29 wins in 99 starts to 5. Let's not forget it. Cameron Keena, let's not forget it, going to the post for the 100th time in his career. The one, Is It Like It Looks? Zachary Hires for Joe Putman. 178 career starts, 46 wins, $322,000, 151-1 at Northfield Park. 2, I Want My Money, Kyle Ladd for Jacob Baird. Will Brown go to the son of Dancing Yankee, has $70,000 in the bank, 54 at Scioto Downs as a 3-year-old last year. Number 3, Born to Ramble, Richard Miller, owns Trains and Drives. 5-year-old Bay go to the son of Stay Hungry. 99 career starts, as we mentioned, 18 wins, $109,000, 53-3 at Northfield Park last year. Michael Durrance drives the 4, Complete Chaos. He also trains for Fly Fancy Stables of Nova, Ohio. 8-year-old Bay go to the son of Sweet Lou, 164 lifetime starts, 15 wins, 13 seconds, 22 thirds, 195,000, 51-2 at Scioto Downs. Just can't believe that this Complete Chaos would have 164 starts, Matt, out of Sweet Lou. It just seems like Sweet Lou was racing yesterday.
Yep, and I'm a huge Sweet Lou fan. Yes. I mean, he really put his stamp on a lot of his babies, too. They look a lot like him.
Yes.
A lot of them do anyways.
6 is Undeterred. Hank Levan trains and drives for the Levan Stable, R. Freeze. 52 career starts, has 10 wins, $60,000, 52-2 last year at Scioto. Rounding out the field, Mark Hedworth will drive the 7. Murray's Watching for Cole Fitchwater. 5-year-old Bay go to the son of He's Watching. 59 career starts, 8 wins, 8 seconds, 9 thirds, 64,000. Took a mark earlier this year, 152 at Scioto Downs. That's the field of 7. For the 8th and final of the Fulton County Horsemen's Memorial Signature Series, as we mentioned, $953,000 $100,000 in career earnings for these 7 and 140 career wins between them.
Nice field of horses.
Yeah, I want to mention that the harness racing resumes here Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. And also before that, on Monday, Labor Day, they'll be racing in Van Wert. Post time 12 o'clock noon at Van Wert Monday with 16 races.
We got 4 out, 5 out. 5 looks like we need 2 more. You mentioned a helicopter hovering over us. Helicopter rides. Matt, maybe you can get up there in the helicopter and take pictures for a race or two.
Yeah,
Tuesday night from up there.
I'd give it a shot. I wanted to have a little handicapping contest between you and Tom Pye, and whoever lost had to get on that ride that was behind us there at Findlay.
Well, I'd make sure I didn't lose. I wouldn't want to get on that ride at Findlay.
No. I can't believe how many people did. That thing ran constantly.
Our separating post word for race 8. This is your getaway race for this afternoon's program. This is the Fulton County Horsemen's Memorial Pace, 4-year-olds and up, part of the Signature Series, going for a purse of $4,700. Number 1 is It Like It Looks? He's a bay gelding, 9 years old, by Tell It Like It Is, out of Miss Liz by Better's Delight, owned by JP Racing LLC of Pendleton, Indiana, and Joseph Putnam of Middletown, Indiana, trained by Joe Putnam, driven this afternoon by Zach Hires, lifetime earnings over $322,000, a lifetime mark 151 and 1/5. Number 2 is I Want My Money. He's a brown gelding, 4 years old, by Dancing Yankee, out of Forever Ivy by Stand Forever, owned and trained by Jacob Baird of Mount Blanchard, driven this afternoon by Kyle Ladd, lifetime earnings over $70,000, a lifetime mark 154. Number 3 is Born to Ramble. He's a bay gelding, 5 years old, by Stay Hungry, out of Burlesque by Mach 3, owned, trained and driven by Rick Miller of Defiance, lifetime earnings over $109,000, a lifetime mark 153 and 3/5. Number 4 is Complete Chaos. He's a bay gelding, 9 years old, by Sweet Lou, out of American Shuttle by American Ideal, owned by the Fly Fancy Stables in Noble, Ohio, trained and driven by Mike Durrance, lifetime earnings over $194,000, a lifetime mark 151 and 2/5. Number 5 is Let's Not Forget. He's a bay gelding, 7 years old, by Rockin' Amadeus, out of Pan Vavon by the Ponderosa, owned, trained and driven by Cameron Keena of Marysville, Ohio, lifetime earnings over $134,000, a lifetime mark 151 and 1/5. Number 6 is Undeterred. She's a bay mare, 4 years old, by Racing Hill, out of Student Driver by Jake Lobel, owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, and Rosemary Milan of Lewistown, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan, lifetime earnings over $60,000, a lifetime mark 152 and 4/5. And number 7 is Murray's Watching. He's a bay gelding, 5 years old, by He's Watching, out of Leadfoot by Better's Delight, owned and trained by Cole Fitzwater of Continental, Ohio, driven this afternoon by Mark Hedworth, lifetime earnings over $64,000, a lifetime mark 152. Those are your horses for the 2025 Fulton County Horseman Memorial Pace. There's Win, Place, Show,
Got the windbreaker back on.
Yeah, I've had it on, I've had it off.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
If we'd be down 2 rows, the sun would get us.
Yep, I don't know that I've ever been cool at the Fulton County Fair before.
No.
Usually,
I don't know let's see what the temperature is. 69.
Really a perfect day for walking around the fair.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Eight to 5 right now on the 5. Let's not forget it. Cameron Keena trying to go back to back here as he won the 7th. He is the post-time favorite here in the 8th and final. Field of 7 should be a good one. They've completed a score. They're making their way toward the gate. Our starter today, John Ingram. The Mike Wepkenberg starting gate is on the backside, awaiting the Pacers. We're back at it here at the Fulton County Fair here in Wauseon on Tuesday evening with a 6 o'clock post. They're telling me most probably 13 races. That has not been finalized yet, but they're thinking right at 13 for the card on Tuesday. Matt and I will be at Van Wert, the Van Wert County Fair 12 noon post on Monday with 16 big ones. Susan Schroeder will be joining us there. Marietta goes at 1 o'clock, 7 races tomorrow. Actually, they go and then back on Labor Day.
Let's have a big hand for Matt Bridges, who's going to find job of entertaining your whole afternoon.
Canfield goes Monday at 11, so we'll open things up on Labor Day at Canfield at 11 o'clock start with 12 races, and then Van Wert with 16 big ones. We'll go postward at noon, and Marietta with 7 races at 1 o'clock. But Marietta tomorrow at 1. Field of 7, I like it looks. I Want My Money, Born to Ramble, Complete Chaos. Let's not forget it, Undeterred, Murray's Watching. He's $953,000 in earnings and 140 career wins between them. Send it upstairs to Bill Peters to give us a call.
Here they come. They're off in the Fulton County Horsemen Memorial Pace. The first horse away is I Want My Money. Now taking over on the outside is Let's Not Forget. Let's Not Forget with a lead. In their second, around that turn, is I Want My Money. And third along the rail is It Like It Looks. Moving up on the outside fourth, down that backside. Now comes Murray's Watching. At the rail fifth is Born to Ramble. Racing in their sixth is Undeterred. And the last horse at this point is Complete Chaos. Past that quarter-mile mark, that's Cameron Keena, and Let's Not Forget by a length and a half. First quarter paced in 28 1/5 seconds. Racing in their second is I Want My Money, driven by Kyle Ladd. Zach Hires has Is It Like It Looks in their third. Fourth is Murray's Watching, driven by Mark Hedworth. Racing fifth, Born to Ramble, driven by Rick Miller. Up on the outside six, Undeterred, driven by Hank Levan. The last horse, Complete Chaos, driven by Michael Durantz. Past the half-mile mark, it's Let's Not Forget by a length and a half over I Want My Money. Up on the outside third is Murray's Watching. At the rail fourth is It Like It Looks, and on the outside fifth, Undeterred. First half paced in 57 3/5 seconds. All 7 pacers well bunched as they make the turn to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. With the lead along the rail is Let's Not Forget. On the outside second, now sticking his nose out in front is Murray's Watching. Moving up on the outside third, down the backside is Undeterred. At the rail fourth is I Want My Money. Moving up on the outside fifth now is Complete Chaos. At the rail sixth is It Like It Looks. On the move on the outside seventh, Born to Ramble. First 3 quarters in 127 3/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Murray's Watching with the lead. Undeterred now second on the outside. Third along the rail is Let's Not Forget as they race through the lane. It's Murray's Watching, and up on the outside second, Undeterred, and 3 wide is I Want My Money. But past the stands, it's going to be Murray's Watching, and here the outcome. Let's Not Forget holds on for place. Tight for show between Undeterred and I Want My Money. A mile in 157 2/5.
157 2. 28 1, 57 3, 27 3. Murray's Watching. Mark Hedworth gets his 3rd winning drive of the day. Murray's Watching, Mark. Nice payout there. Going to be a $20 payout for a win ticket. Sent off at 9 1. His 3rd win of the year.
I like that horse. I just didn't know about the 7-hole.
Yep.
That's a tough spot out here, but Mark drove him.
He got away 4th going down the backside the first time. Taking the shuffle was the 2, I Want My Money. He was getting the 2-hole trip, but at the 5/8 they started to come at him, and he got the shuffle, but he probably hung on for third. Going to be tight either third or fourth. So that wraps it up for today. We're going to give you the winner's circle and a complete rundown. That'll be it from the Fulton County Fair on this Labor Day weekend. As the fans start to leave, be a nice crowd back here, I'm sure, on Tuesday with a 6 o'clock post. Halftime at Ohio Stadium, the Buckeyes up 7-0.
One of the winners go. Coming in from Continental, Ohio, comes number 7, Murray's Watching. Owned and trained by Cole Fitzwater and driven to victory this afternoon by Mark Hedworth. Now this is the Fulton County Horsemen's Memorial Pace. Let's have a big hand here for Mark Hedworth, Cole Fitzwater, and Murray's Watching, and to the Fulton County Fair for sponsoring this race as the Fulton County Horseman Memorial.
Get the complete rundown here. Just a minute from announcer Bill Peters.
I'm sure
today Paul Combs.
Sure that had to take a photo to sort out
Yes,
some of those.
it was a
lower
tight for that third and fourth position. A lot of good finishes today for the win spot. You know,
really
a lot of them
was.
just by a neck, half a length.
Any plans for tomorrow, Doug?
Not really. Just rest up probably and
Yeah.
get ready for Monday. That'll be a big day.
Yeah, that will be quite an afternoon of racing there. 16 of them.
16, we start at noon. It'll definitely be 4 hours. Probably 4.5, 4:45. If we start at 60, it'll probably be 4:45 before we're finished with 16. Must be tight.
It's got to be.
Got to be real close.
Ooh, nice trifecta.
7.52, so finishing third was the 2. I want my money, yeah. 7.52 try, $127, $21.40. Nice win ticket on that 7. Murray's Watching. $2 returns you $21.40.
Oh, the exacta. Yikes. I like that 7 horse too, and the 5 was the favorite.
Nice exacta, nice try. Super, 7.52 and an all. Undeterred, and the 6, Hank Levan finished 4th. So unofficially, Murray's Watching was the winner. Let's not forget it was 2nd. I Want My Money was 3rd, and Undeterred 4.
Number 2, I Want My Money was 3rd. Number 3, Born to Ramble was 7th. Number 4, Complete Chaos was 5th. Number 5, Let's Not Forget was 2nd. Number 6, Undeterred, was fourth. And number 7, Murray's Watching, was the winner. Time of the first quarter was 28 1/5. The half was in 57 3/5. The 3 quarters in 127 3/5, with a mile in 157 2/5. From the top, it should read 6:37.524. 1 on the bottom. The mile in 157 2/5. That concludes our racing for.
Well, Matt, that wraps it up. Good day again today, and always enjoy working with you as always. We'll be back on air at noon on Labor Day at the Van Wert County Fair. 16 big ones.
Yep, Susan Schroeder's going to join us.
Yep, Susan will be there. So you're going to go out and get a milkshake or get a sandwich here today?
All of it.
And all of it, and a donut?
Yep, more than likely.
Well, for Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger from the Fulton County Fair in Wauseon. So long. We'll be back on air, Matt and I, Monday at 12 noon at Van Wert.